everyone, Ray the Dashing Womble here. Hope everyone had a great Friday. It's another late one for us. Hopefully everything went well for you. All the dashers earned a few quid, made it worthwhile being out on this wet, rather damp Friday night. We didn't get started till late again. Met up with the same friends that we met up with the other night, Thursday night. And so we had a bit of dinner together and had a few laughs for sure. And then anyway, I mean, it was clearly wet outside at the time. Questioned whether I really wanted to go out and do it, but it didn't look so bad. I mean, it was still somewhat daylight out there. Okay, I'm just gonna go do it. But I switched on the app and that, and while we were sat there, and some absolutely ridiculous offers came through on Doordash. And then an offer came in, and it was, I think it was Costa Vida. And it was going to Blue Springs, and it was paying like $15, I believe. And Costa Vida was, it weren't far away, less than a mile from us. So I said, we'll do that. I said, we'll go do that, we'll take that one. So we wished our friends well. They knew that I was there looking for an order to come in, and we went on our way. So, well, we went on our way. Now, when we arrived at IHOP, yes, we went to IHOP yet again. When we arrived there, it was just starting to sprinkle with the rain. I wasn't sprinkling in the car park. It was the rain. Anyway, cough, bit of a cough, and so it started sprinkling, and I thought it wasn't going to last very long, but it was due to be a bit of rain, a bit of thunderstorms and whatever supposed to be coming in, and I didn't really hear any thunderstorms, but anyway, oh crikey. Pulled out of there, walked out of there, and where I normally park the van, which is actually a disabled spot because I have to have it for the one because my wife can't walk that well. So park it there, and came out. Oh shit! Well, all the water had run down the car park into the gully. And that's where the van is. There's a great big drain there, but it's just not taking all the water that well. Must have been filled up with leaves or something down there. Although they're doing some work down there too, so I don't know whether that's all part of it or what. But anyhow, they haven't done it that well, if that's indeed what they're working on. But so waded through that. And I guess I found out then that the boots that I normally wear are not waterproof. They may be water resistant, but they're not waterproof. So I had wet boots for a while. I had questioned whether I should just go home after that, but I just went through it and they're fine now. But yeah, it was. Took that over to Blue Springs. It was I think it was a hand to me. I got over there and the bloke come partially down the steps, which I was thankful of because there was a lot of steps. And it was drizzling a bit as well. It was raining a bit, but it wasn't anything to worry about, to be fair. Handed him the order. Thanks, and wished him well. And we got out of there. Then an offer comes in, and it's for a restaurant that we'd never even heard of, let alone been to. And it was a golden egg roll, I think it was called. the Chinese restaurant. And when I looked at it, I turned it down first of all. I was like, well, I don't know where that's going, and I'm not really sure where this place is. And while I was trying to figure out where it was going, it went off screen. I went, oh dear. And then it came back. So I thought. And anyway, I took it. Said, okay, yeah, I'll take it. I looked at it quick. I'd already looked at it and okay, yeah, I'll take it. But I didn't look at it properly because I just presumed it was the one that I'd just seen. It was not. But anyway, go to this place, we find it. It's a little, just off of 7 highway there in one of them strip mall things or whatever. And that was that an Uber Eats order? Yeah, that was an Uber Eats order, I think. Can't remember now. Anyway, I'll put all the stuff up here where I went. I'll try to put it in order. Doesn't always work, but anyway. But, so anyway, went down there, told them who I was there for. Real easy place to deal with. There was a bloke I went in front of him. He'd already been served. I asked when I got in there. And, anyway, I waited a few minutes, 5 or 10 minutes. It weren't anything to worry about. I mean, they were obviously working hard in there anyway. They were in the back there trying to bag stuff up and cook stuff up and that. And a few other people came in while I was there. And I got chatting with the other bloke that was in there. And anyway, got out of there. And I thought I was heading to Lee's Summit with this order. And that was when I discovered I was not heading towards Lee's Summit. I was heading towards back to bloody more into Blue Springs. Oh, fucking hell. But it was paying all right. It was paying like $10.50, I think. And it was actually, it was an Uber Eats order, I remember now. And paying $10.50 or thereabouts. And it was going something like, I don't know, maybe 3-4 miles away. Maybe that was the total thing for the job. It'll show on the thing on here when I put the breakdown of it, of what actually came in, of how much they actually paid. Now, I said it was around about $10.50. Well, I got there and they had a big moving truck on their moving van on their driveway, and there was a little Jeep Compass or whatever on there. And as I got up to the it said leave on the doorstep, and it was raining. It was drizzling a bit, but it was on and off, harder and softer anyway on the rain, and it really wasn't anywhere where if I put it on the doorstep, when they would have opened it, it would have knocked the foods, and I was going to put it on the ground, but it wasn't covered right. So I gave the bloke a call. I said, and he answered, thankfully, and I said, it's Ray, your Uber Eats driver. I said, I don't really want to leave the food out here. I said, it's raining out here, and I don't want to let your food get wet and that, because it doesn't seem like it's covered well here. So he says, I'm coming to the door. So he came to the door and he said, thanks for doing that. I said, well, yeah. I said, but you ain't got a lot of cover in here, and I just didn't want to leave it out here. So he said, all right, well, thank you for that. And I handed it all to him. Yeah, quite a bit for you. Anyway, and that was it. So I turned around and, got out of there and headed back to Lee's Summit. There were some offers came in, but they were a bit on the silly side. And anyway, it gives you up to an hour for that for the tip to actually, for the people to say, you know, whether they were happy or not with it, or they can either add to the tip or not add to, or take away the tip, actually, what they'd agreed of in the first place. So you get the base pay and then whatever the tip is. Well, anyway, I don't know, maybe he liked the idea of being called, or they really did leave a big enough tip on it already. But it turned out to be, I think, $18.50 in the end. Wow, wasn't expecting that. And I didn't discover that until a bit later on. I didn't look at it at all. But no, after that, we went to various restaurants and that. And I won't put it all in order because I know I'm going to get it wrong, but I mean, I'm not going to say it all in order, but from now on, I'll just put everything in order. And anyway, so I think the next one that actually came in was a Wingstop, and that was to go to the hospital near Lakewood, University Health, and which used to be the Truman Hospital. And it said on there, the instructions were, give me a call when you get here, and I'll get my nurse to come pick it up. Blimey. Okay. Anyhow, I gave him a call when I got there. Went straight up there. I mean, we go there fairly often. We drive past the thing about every day, so maybe twice a day. Going to and from work, or the delivery zone. And yeah, it was nurse came down, I gave him a call, and he says, yeah, well, she rather said, I wasn't sure what the name was. But anyway, she sent her nurse down, and she came and real nice and that, handed her the food, and that was it. I took a picture of the front of the building, or the main entrance, and left it at that. But yeah, it was certainly an interesting night. There wasn't a whole lot of good offers coming through. I think I did a 54th Street. Jeez, I don't know. I know that I did a Burger King at one stage. I was sat over by IHOP later on and was watching a video and that. And this one came in from Burger King, and Burger King's just the other side of the road. The other side of 291 from where we were sat. Yeah, all right, take that. And turned the van around, and as I turned the van around, all I saw was a blaze of hipping police lights across the road. No shit. I said, oh, maybe it's something Taco Bell. After last night's fiasco, maybe more people have complained or something. Anyway, so this, hang on a sec. Anyhow, just had something go on there. So this, so I turned around and saw all these cops and that there, and I went, oh, jeez, what's going on? And I realised that was where we was going to. It was like, oh, damn, that's right outside the Burger King that we're going to. Anyway, pulls across the road. You know those lights that they have on the cop cars with all the blues and twos going, blue and red and that going. I mean, I don't know how people can't see those bloody things from. They say they can't see them. I don't know how they can't see the damn things. Must be bloody Mr. Magoo or something. But sometimes when you get up to them, they're too bright. And if it's got a bit of a fog in the air, or, you know, it's raining a bit and that, and you got it all on the window, drizzling, it makes it a bit harder to figure your way around it, because you're trying to make sure that you don't run a cop over. But there's a car coming the other way where there's clearly enough room, but Dipstick coming the other way doesn't know how to move out the way a bit. So I'm trying to give a bit of room. Anyway, I get around it, I see whoever the cops have pulled over who was outside of the vehicle there. But anyway, I had to get round in front of them, because Burger King was right on that corner you go around. It's on the outer road of 291, which is a big motorway there, or dual carriageway as we would call it back home. Anyway, so I get in front of there, go in the flipping Burger King car park and drive-through, excuse me, and they were real nice and that in there, going there. And she says at the speaker thing, "Oh, give me a few minutes." Sure. Didn't have to go very far. The thing was, though, it was really daft, because it said, oh yeah, it was what it said. Pick up at 11:06. It's 11:06 now. I was only across the road. Blimey, it didn't take me that long to get across through the flipping traffic light and across there and around those cops. Like, how comes they had it so flipping tight on the flipping pickup time? That's why flipping it's so hard to flipping get pick up on time. I've got my pick up and drop off time sticks at 96% for some reason. It's been up higher than that. 96% isn't bad, but you know, there's a lot of times we get there and it's before time. Like I went to Sonic last night and to do a pickup order, and we were there like 15 minutes before the pickup time was, or pickup by time. Anyway, I sat in the drive-through at that one at Burger King, and I didn't put down that I was already there. But I didn't write any hit a type to say that it was a long drive-through, waited at drive-in or whatever, the drive-through line rather. But so just left it. Anyway, got through there. There was only one car in front of us, and they moved off, and then got up to the window, and she was there. So she went thump. Right. Oh, bloody hell! So that was quick. Anyway, it was quite funny, and anyway, got it all in a hot bag. It was dessert as well, so we had that separate, and there was a drink with it. I think there was a drink with it. Anyway, so yeah, on me moved and went off. Oh yeah, tried to get out of the Burger King. Come out, and I was stopped in there in the drive-through line a bit further up, because I was like, okay, well, where have I got to go exactly? And trying to look at that, and my wife's going, I think they blocked the road. What? I wanted to get out there. Oh, bloody hell. I thought I was going to go back around those cops again, but no, two others had arrived and blocked the bloody road, part of where I was getting out of. Oh, shit. So I had to go down the other, take a left, and then get off out of the outer road and back past the cops on the other side. Like, oh, bloody hell. What did you do that for? I wasn't a crash or anything. It's got in my bloody way. Anyway, got around him, went off and done the delivery. I think that was a leave at the door. That was contactless. It was pretty easy drop off though. Then I got a stacked order from Pizza Hut. It was quite late as well, pick up from there. And that was just two of them. And they were going locally. I can't quite remember how much it was. I would like to say it was $15 or $16, something like that. And they weren't going very far, maybe 5 miles at the very most. And the first one I bought one. Oh jeez. The first one on the delivery instructions, I read it before I was leaving, and it says, don't knock at the door. Don't knock at the door, my dogs go crazy. Oh crap. Now I've got to tiptoe up the driveway. And thought, right, well, when I got there, I pulls up on the driveway, and I was real gentle with the doors and that. And I had both of these things in separate pizza bags. Thought, right, well, I'll take it out the bag because I don't want to be up on the doorstep ripping the bag open because the dogs are going to hear that with the Velcro gripping, cracking open. And so I undone it there, and it was only the pizza on that one. The other one had the drink in it. But anyway, I opened it up, and I went to go up the steps, and I saw that it was up, I don't know, 9 or 10 steps or something, walking up there, concrete steps. And but it had a fence around their porch up there, but there was a little gap about that big under there, and I went, you know what, I'll just slip it under, because it was about this high, and I just slipped it under there this way, it doesn't get the dogs going, does it? So I slipped it under there, gave me enough room so they could open the door easy enough, and then I just took a picture through the railings, and that'll do. Got back, shut the doors all gently, if you've been moved off the driveway. I didn't want to wake the dogs up. I think it becomes a challenge when they do that. To me, don't wake the dogs. Tiptoe up the driveway. I remember doing that one time. Sometime it was last year, and then it was later at night, and it said that they didn't want the door vipping ring because it said they got crazy dogs or something, right? So it became one of those things, right? So it comes into this cul-de-sac, and it's pitch black in this vipping area, and maybe one vipping light in the middle of the cul-de-sac. But anyway, I pulls in, and I basically rolled the van in. It was the other thing. Rolls the van in. I didn't want to vipping wake the dogs at all. Got out the van, vipping. I didn't even go in their driveway. I shut the door all vipping quiet, and I'm like tiptoeing up the driveway near enough. Well, that was what I was aiming to do. And as I got out the van and I walked onto their driveway, all of a sudden there's a cat from across the way. Now, I love seeing the cats. I love seeing the animals, and I really wanted to vip and see this cat. But I'm also trying to be vipping real quiet. And this cat wasn't. It's meowing all the way. Lovely looking thing, lovely looking cat. And it comes up, it wants a fuss, it's meowing all the way. And even once I'm making a fuss of it, it's still meowing as I'm going up this driveway. And it's echoing around the bloody vipping cul-de-sac. I'm like, oh my God, kitty, shh, shh, shh. Gonna wake the bloody dogs up, shh. And the cat's like, meow, all the way. Oh my gosh, crying out loud. So it echoes all the way around, and this cat follows me. It stopped, and it rolled on its back, and I was tickling its belly, and fuss, you stay there, shh. No, followed me all the way up to the door, and it's meowing all the way. I felt sure the dogs were going to be up. So I put the vipping food down and that, and the cat's over there guarding it now. So I took a picture of the food with the cat here. It was like, oh my God. I don't know if this cat belonged at this house or not. It was a really lovely cat. I don't know if it was there just flipping messing with me or what, because it knew that I had to be quiet. Oh, jeez. But it was so funny. It was so funny. And I'm trying to keep the little beastie vipping quiet, but it wouldn't have it. Anyhow, I never woke the dogs up. They probably thought, oh, is that the been daft cat from out there? Noisy little son. Anyway. So I did get the pizza delivered tonight without waking the dogs up. At least whilst I was there, they didn't start being shouting. But, and then delivered off the other one too, which went to a home that, was very dark. The bloke, it was a meter at the door, and I didn't know it said that. I'd missed that part on it. And I was trying to figure out where it was, And it's like a lot of these residential back roads, they don't have a lot of street lighting. So you can't really make out where the light is. And if the customer doesn't have a bloody porch light on, this makes it flipping awkward. But this customer had a porch light on, and they were stood at the door. And it was my wife that noticed that they were stood at the door, because I'm still there like, is this the bloody thing at house or not? And then it was like, okay, so I walks up over to him and I said, oh, because I still weren't sure, because I hadn't seen the damn flipping house number. And then I spotted the house number. But it was, as I walked up there, but they had a porch light on, but oh my gosh, it was worse than candle power. I don't know what was wrong with that porch bulb, but it was clearly unhealthy. And the bloke said to me, I said, I was just trying to figure out where it was. He says, yeah, it's very dark around here, isn't it? Yes. As I'm looking at his porch light, like, good grief, mate, that bulb's on its last legs, I think. Anyway, I handed him that, and that was it. But I think that was my last delivery of the night, in fact. We hung around a little bit, waited for some offers to come in, but nothing really worthwhile came in. And I'd said to my wife a few nights back that I wanted to go to this market, this 24-hour market that's in downtown Lee Summit. And we passed it Wednesday night, I think, Wednesday or Thursday night. Can't remember which one we'd gone past it. And there was nothing happening on in there. So I said, yeah, let's go past it now. So, well, I didn't say it, I just drove past it. I was just checking out what was happening downtown. And I went down that road and saw that there was really nothing happening in there. Parked up opposite, and then a crowd of flipping drunks came in from the back. Freaking, drunken females. Oh, anyway, I ended up talking with the bloke that works in there or owns it. I'm not sure which. He was pretty alright. And then I went and stood over where you get the sandwiches and that. And the girl behind the counter, woman behind the counter, was making up the pizza and that, and sandwiches for someone else. And I was stood next to these bloody drunken females that were just a bit too squeaky for my liking. And we're talking a load of nonsense, and I couldn't stand it anymore. I just couldn't stand it. And so I went off and found the bloke that I'd initially spoke to and said to him, do I order through you or that one over there? He says, well, you can do either. He said, you can order through me. I said, oh, thank God for that. He says, why? I said, I can't stand to be next to those women anymore. And he laughed about that. And he says, so anyway, he pulled up the order and I paid for that. And what did he do? So I paid all of that, and then he says, out of interest, where are you from? Because he says, I've got the accent and that. So he told him where all that was from. And he said he's got a friend of his that lives over there, and he speaks to him once every couple of months or something. And had a brief chat, and then he says, okay, he says, I'll go over and get that sorted. He says, I'll bring the food over to you. I went, all right, fair enough, I don't have to go over there then. I said, thank you. I don't have to go stand over there again. Anyway, but I had got some interesting stuff in there. It's a 24-hour market, and I guess flipping on a weekend night, they must do really well when all the drunks pile out of the bars and that downtown. And I put some pictures up on here actually. Yeah, I saw that you can buy stuff off of the Doordash website through there. I didn't see a menu. I should have asked him for a menu. The sandwiches are actually pretty good. I've got the pictures up here. And they're about $9 or something, but maybe a bit more for maybe it's a bit expensive for a sandwich, but it was pretty good, and well, it was actually it was bloody good actually. And but you know, it was later at night, so you expect to pay a little bit more for someone to be there throughout the night. And my wife had a sandwich too, which she didn't finish it all, but she'll have it when I get back in there. And but no, the food was real good. Food was good, but they got a lot of stuff in there, heck of a lot of stuff in there. And they got cleaning stuff too, to have a shower with and brush your teeth with, and I don't know, do shampoo. Not that I need a lot of that. But anyway, they got a load of cleansing gear there and soaps and all sorts of stuff. I bought a tube of Pringles because it said it was Philly cheesesteak flavour. I haven't eaten Pringles in flipping I don't know how long, but I went, oh, it's interesting. I'll try that. It was like $4 for this tube. It's quite expensive, I suppose, because I think they're like about $1.50 or something at the dollar shop. Anyway, but you know, it's late night, and late night prices expected to pay that. And I just wanted to try it. But no, it was, it turned out all right. I mean, we wasn't on long, really. I think we were on from 7:30 or something like that. We started. We'd had a few breaks in between because there was problems with not really a lot coming in that was worthwhile. But no, it was, I mean, we made quota anyway, so. But it's now like nearly 20 past 3 in the morning. Yeah, another late one. I got home a bit late. We'd been around and explored a few things. I took a slow drive home. And, but yeah, it's, but I'll be out there again today and giving it a go again. I haven't really noticed anything from this draft thing that's going on in Kansas City. I don't think it doesn't seem like it's affected us so far. But maybe it'll be different on the Saturday and the Sunday. I don't know. I really don't know. In the area that we deliver in, the Lee Summit area, apparently one bloke got picked for playing for the Chiefs somehow or other. So he's well happy. I'm getting sick and tired of this flipping thing of mine here. It won't shut up. GPS. It's a great thing to have. If you haven't got one, you've got to have one on the dash. It's absolutely, yeah, look. So if you had that on the dash, it tells you all the upcoming roads as well. And if the Doordash system goes down, or Uber Eats or Grubhub, which actually none of those normally go down, but it's always Doordash. But seems like, I don't remember, but I might have had a problem with Uber Eats a couple of weeks ago, but it didn't last long. But Doordash, notorious for it, innit? But it's, but having that, if the problem goes with Doordash, then, and you've remembered the address, then you can look it up on there. But also, it tells you of upcoming roads, so you can always correspond with your Doordash map and up there too. So it's pretty handy. And it also, on this one, it tells you the traffic alert too. So if there's something something ahead that the Doordash map hasn't, or the Google Maps hasn't picked up, then that might pick it up too. That'll pick it up. So it's a good thing to have. Good thing to have. Those just in case moments. And if it's on your dash, not many people flipping look in and see it on there because it's kind of dark under there. Normal, not now it's lit up, but with the dark windows, mostly people don't look at it on there. I mean, if it's slap bang in the middle of the bloody dash, people are going to see it there. But anyway, but no, I think that's it really. Like I said, I'll put stuff of that market on here somewhere, maybe before here. And yeah, it's just got to keep out there, get out there and keep on trying these things. I'm looking at another app as well that I saw, just caught sight of while I was waiting on the sandwich to arrive tonight when we were at that market. So there's another one for me to look at and hopefully get on this one. The last one that I tried to get on wanted $40 out of me. I honestly don't know what that was for, but by the time I'd filled out all the forms and gone through it a couple of times, it ended like, boy. And so we'll see what this next one brings. Just not willing to pay for something that I don't know is going to work in our area. Or is it already working in our area? I don't want to keep flipping paying out. I mean, there was another one that started this. You had to pay for your background check and pay for some catering bags with their name on it. I'd never, out doing Doordash and Grubhub and the others that I've applied for, never ever had to pay for a background check. Is it a new thing? Am I just being a flipping cheap ass? Yes. But I want to make sure that these things are actually working in their area. I mean, I'd look at other content creators and look at all their websites, look at all their YouTube channels and that. But there's not an awful lot of them in our area. I mean, yeah, they can tell me that it's working out in the middle of Texas or out in California or flipping wherever, somewhere else in the country. Yeah, that's fine. But we're here in Kansas City, or just outside Kansas City. I just want to see if it's working. And anyway, especially when there's not an awful lot of work coming through that we're used to, so delivering food, etc. But anyway, I think that'll do it. And hopefully everyone has a enjoyable weekend. Hopefully the Saturday and goes well for everybody. Hopefully the DoorDashers do real well. Hopefully the food arrives at the customers. I saw there was a very long line at Taco Bell this morning as we drove by. And yeah, and I turned down every offer that came from that Taco Bell because there's no way in hell I'm going back. It's just ridiculous last night. But I'm not going back to that one. You can watch that video, the previous one. Ridiculous. Anyway, thanks for watching, and consider hitting the thumbs up button. Apparently if you do that, it makes the videos get seen more, or does something with the YouTube algorithms and such. Apparently if it makes YouTube think that my content is good. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching, and have a good one. Cheers. Ta-da.